Hey guys, it's Shane. Welcome back down to the workshop. Today's video is answering one of your questions. Somebody asked me if I could do a video on wrapping handles. Now there's three methods I tend to use and we're going to do them in this video. But before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button and you'll be alerted when I go with new live stuff for you. Let's just jump into it. So our first method is what I call the wrap method. Now this is the cookery we recently finished. Obviously the handle is still a bit horrible. What I've done is I've got some black leather or false leather, just a strip. Now what we're going to do is wrap this round. So you start off doing the whole bottom like so, and then you just slide it up a touch, keeping it tight, and then just keep it nice and tight and go round on a slight elevated angle. You want to overlap a little bit and then we'll wrap it. But before we do that, we've got to make it a little bit easier for ourselves so we're not wasting too much. Just on this edge here, I want to cut quite an angle off. Yeah, so I'm just coming down right to the tip like so. Now that's going to make it easier to glue when we start wrapping. Okay, so we're going to glue this and glue this. Get our strip. Now the piece that is like so, so we've got the angle, you want the long piece against that. Make sure you press that down because we're going to be pulling this quite tight. So pull that tight now all the way round. Now here's the thing, because I've got this slice look, I know when to start folding it up or turning it up. Yeah, and it makes life a lot easier. There we go. So now we start angling up. Now once we get to the top, we're going to do the same thing as what we did down here, but in reverse. So I'm at the top there, so make sure it's nice and tight all the way around, and then before I even seal it down, as you can see there's just this little bit here to do. So I need to be able to cut from back here, yeah, all the way down to there. Okay, and then tying it down, and that should sit perfectly. There we go. And there we have it, one wrapped handle, or leather wrapped handle, however you want to look at it. Now that won't come off now. Bench test. Okay, so that's method one, very simple, just wrapping it round. Right, method two is a little bit more tricky. So for that, I'm going to use this. Now this was the sword we made up on the previous couple of videos. This was the Sorrow's Edge sword. Okay, so what we're going to do is wrap this now, but this is going to be done, rather than a string, this is going to be done with a single piece of blue. Now what I've done is I've measured between the lowest point here and the lowest point here, which is at this back part here, and I've made sure it touches there, and it's still got a little bit over there. So I know I can go back down about a centimetre. Alright, so when I put this down, about a centimetre off the edge, I'm going to go a little bit less, just about 8 mil. Now I know I don't need to glue that, but it's there should anything arise. So we're going to glue that and glue that again. So I'm going to go on the lowest part again, which we should start about there. Okay, make sure this is one of your most important parts. Okay, obviously only go as there, do not try and glue it to this part. Alright, now as you can see it sinks slightly, so now once you've got to this side, just make sure you go over the lip, and that should show up where they join, and then you should be able to cut. Just proud of that. What we're going to do now is this lip that is slightly proud, you can trim it down so it just meets up with the other one, or you can just glue that one down. So what I'll do with this one is I'll try marrying it up. There we go. And that's tucked in tight into there. Now if you've still got a little bit of a raised lip, just take a little bit of your glue, put it on the lip, squeeze them together like you would pieces of foam. There we go. One nice folded. That's what I call a single wrap. Okay, so we go right round it, cut into all the detailing so it fits snug. And then we have the wrapping method. Okay, now our last one doesn't require anything like this. So our third method, like on this sword, this is a custom sword I did for somebody. Now as you can see, the handle itself actually has some raised details. Now I won't be able to put, well, I will be putting a leather wrap over this, but what we can do is latex the whole thing, okay, and then paint it on. So you might want to, one day, instead of wrapping leather on it, you might want some intricate details on it or something like that. So you can latex it and then paint it on like you would the blade or the cross guard or anything like that. So that's your third method, which is painting it on. But if you're going to paint it, obviously you might as well cover it in latex to protect it. So you have method 1 or 3, which is latex and paint. You have method 2, which is the single solid wrap all the way around. Or you have method 3, which is the individual wrap of like a string wrap, if you like. Okay, so that's our 3 methods that I tend to use most. Okay, so that's it. We have our 3 methods that I tend to use most when I'm wrapping handles. We have method 1, which is the long thin strip and you're just wrapping it up. We have the single wrap, which is a nice big long one and it's just glued on, smoothed out, folded and wrapped over, which is this one. Yeah, this is the fold over. It's just one nice solid long piece. This is the wrap handle, the single long thin piece. And then finally, which is the latex and paint job. So we're going to latex this, then we'll paint it like we would any other part of the sword. Okay, so 3 methods that I tend to stick to. So hopefully that's cleared some things up for you guys. If you do have any other comments or anything you'd like me to see or do or cover, put it in the comments below and I'll try and get to it as soon as I can. I haven't forgotten about the shield that somebody wanted me to do. That's coming up. I have a commission to do, so I'll do it all at once. Guys, if you did like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the bell button and check out the other videos. It really helped me out. I appreciate it. That's it, and I shall see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.